เ Here we are expecting the camera. No.
네.